Rental assistance. Are you looking for an affordable place to rent? Or need a hand paying rent in the place you have now? If you're a person with a low income, there are several programs and agencies that may be able to help. Your local public housing authority may offer two types of rental assistance: public housing, where you pay reduced rent, and the Housing Choice Voucher Program, which pays a portion of the rent and housing that you find for yourself. To find public housing authorities in your area, just go to the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development website. Texas also offers tenant-based rental assistance through the Home Investment Partnerships Program. It's like the Housing Choice Voucher in that part of your rent is paid for, but there's a time limit, typically 1 or 2 years. The Home program actually funds a wide range of housing activities throughout Texas. The state and large cities and counties administer their own home programs, offering different types of assistance based on the need in each area. In addition to rental assistance, the Home program can be used for the construction or rehabilitation of rental housing and for home buyer assistance or home repair. By state law, 5% of Texas Department of Housing and Community Affairs Home Program funds must serve persons with disabilities. 95% of Home program funds must go to rural areas. The Texas Department of Housing and Community Affairs Home program is offered through local governments or organizations. To learn more about rental assistance in your area, check out the Help for Texans website. 1. Select Rent Help. 2. Enter your city or county. 3. Select Find Help.
I have spent since 1986 in affordable housing area, most of it deep subsidy HUD housing, but I've also done a lot of bond and a few tax credits. The tax credit program is the largest housing development program for affordable housing in the country. There are strict requirements that you have to meet. Your residents have to certify their incomes every year to show that they are within a certain income limit to be eligible to live in that property. The whole theory behind the tax credit housing is that a portion of that property will be dedicated to persons of low and moderate income.
The tax credit program really facilitates a private-public partnership with an ongoing compliance requirement so that maintenance of the property is very important. 5% of the units must be constructed to be accessible for persons with disabilities. The common areas must be constructed to be accessible. Folks that participate in our programs take a lot of pride in the fact that they're constructing developments that are really high quality, that provide really great affordable housing opportunities to folks who wouldn't otherwise have those opportunities.
There are other sources of funding for affordable multifamily housing. There's the U.S. Department of Agriculture Rural Development and the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development, Section 202, Supportive Housing for the Elderly Program. There's the Home Program, the Multifamily Bond Program, and the Affordable Housing Program through federal home loan banks.
Our mission is really to create beautiful, high-quality, affordable housing for working families, also supportive housing for folks that have been homeless, really helping them get back on their feet. We want to create an environment where people are proud of where they live, there's a sense of community, where they really have the opportunity to succeed. Typical projects take 10 layers of funding, tapping into tax credits or city bond funds or home funds or CDBG, home loan bank grants. As a nonprofit, we do a lot of fundraising, so we have foundation support and individual donations that help to underwrite the services. It's kind of like trying to go fix a really nice fresh meal for a dinner party and buying all your ingredients. And you have to only go to one store to get each ingredient, and each store is only open 1 day a year.
Some programs offer the opportunity to receive on-site or off-site support services in addition to rental assistance. This is called service-enriched housing.
Our model is really not just a beautiful apartment, but also support services on site, right at people's doorsteps. We've created models of education programs, healthy living programs, financial stability programs. As a nonprofit, we don't want to just provide a cheap apartment. We really want to give people the tools that they can access to improve their lives and really be successful.
Project Access combines affordable housing with support services for people who want to transition from institutions into the community. While income requirements are the same as those set for the Housing Choice Voucher program, an applicant must also be eligible to receive support services.
Oh, it's quiet. I've got freedom. I don't have to wait on anybody to come and help me do something. I've got a routine established here where the aide comes, and while she's here, we do certain things that get me ready for the day. And I'm mobile around the apartment. I've got the freedom to go get some ice water or a glass of orange juice if I feel like it. 2 years ago, I crushed my tibia, fibula, and ankle, and I moved out of my apartment and moved into a nursing home because I couldn't walk. So they did everything for me. That was kind of the picture of my world. The social worker came in one day and said, "I think you need to leave. And there's a program that is available for people who live in a nursing home and want to go back into the community. Would that be something you're interested in?" And I said, "Yes, but not today." I see this as a long-term thing for me. The size is perfect. It's not too much to take care of. And someone helps me take care of it. If I'm having a wheelchair day, I can do that without panicking. I'm not going to be able to get out of the bedroom or out that door. So it's set up to meet all of my needs. And so I see this as a long-term setting for me.
Project Access is a partnership between the Texas Department of Housing and Community Affairs and Texas Health and Human Service agencies. Find your local authority through the Texas Department of Aging and Disability Services Help for Texans website. Find the relocation specialist for your area here. If you are in a nursing home, you can reach a relocation specialist through a social worker. For more information, search for your local mental health authority on the Texas Department of State Health Services website. For people with disabilities living in institutions, youth with disabilities who are exiting the state's foster care system, and those with a serious mental illness, there's the Section 811 Project Rental Assistance Demonstration Program. This program will provide units and properties that receive funding and are monitored by the Texas Department of Housing and Community Affairs.
It's very, very grateful that I got my own apartment and living at the shelter, because there's always kids coming in and out from the shelter and always coming to your roommate's room or something and bothering you. So it gave me a lot of good privacy over here at the apartments. How can I say this? It's like you're alone, And that's how I felt when I was living at the shelter. I felt so alone because I didn't have my family with me. And it was just hard on me. I'll cry every day and everything, but I got through it. And went to high school, finished high school. I'm here, safe. And that's how I look at it, These apartments really saved my life.
Bye, baby. Proud of everything you've been doing for yourself, sweetie.
The Austin, Dallas, and Houston greater metropolitan areas, as well as Brownsville, Harlingen, El Paso, McAllen, and San Antonio, New Braunfels may have properties that offer Section 811 housing. Anyone interested in Section 811 must meet certain income requirements and be eligible to receive support services offered by the state of Texas. Staff will be available to train and work with both renters and property managers. For more information on this demonstration project, contact the Texas Department of Housing and Community Affairs at 1-800-525-0000 0657. Veterans have housing and service options designed especially for them. The Veterans Affairs Supportive Housing Program combines housing choice vouchers for homeless veterans with case management and clinical services provided by the U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs. These services are provided at Veterans Affairs medical centers and community-based outreach clinics. To find out if this program is available in your area, contact your local public housing authority or call the National Homeless Veteran Call Center at 877-4AID-VET. To find information about the Fund for Veterans Assistance that may help with housing needs, visit the Texas Veterans Commission website or call 1-512-463-1157. A list of reduced rent apartments can be found through the Vacancy Clearinghouse on the Texas Department of Housing and Community Affairs website.
The Texas Department of Housing and Community Affairs website provides a lot of information about our developments. We have a vacancy clearinghouse where owners come in and periodically update information concerning what units they have vacant, including whether they have vacancies in the accessible units.
For other local rental assistance resources, call 211 or visit the 211 Help in Texas website and search by rental assistance.